Is this a good trade for Tulo? Does this even make sense for the Toronto Blue Jays?
Sure, it makes sense. Tulo in the last 3 years is 40 above replacement. You know, the stat I hate.
WAR.
Yeah,
W-A-R.
WAR above replacement. That's a guy that's some goof in your minor leagues. Is it good for Tulo? Yeah. He's in the mix now. He's at least in the mix.
He's in a pennant
been
race.
in the mix.
Yeah.
They are 3 games out of the wild card spot. They're trying to do, people have said they need pitching. Well, they traded young pitchers away. I think before the trading deadline, which happens, what, 2 days from now? Tomorrow? Friday. That Toronto will now go out and get another starting pitcher. I think Tulo can make up 3 games by himself with a good team. He's a middle of the order hitter. They've got a good middle of the order.
Yeah, and Woody, that's why I disagree with you.
They now have an awesome middle of the order.
Murderer's row.
Yeah.
But they're already the best hitting team in baseball, by far. Why do you need a guy like Tulo in the middle of that lineup when you have Bautista, Encarnacion, and Donaldson? They need pitching. They need to trade one of those guys and maybe Tulo for pitching now.
Well, they're not going to trade Tulo. He's got the but Reyes had become maybe the worst defensive shortstop in baseball.
Yeah, he's lost a lot at only 32 years old. He's had a lot of injuries
when
too.
When you bring in a guy who is one of the 3 top defensive shortstops,
he'll help
in the league,
your pitching.
That helps your pitching. That will help their confidence. Maybe they'll pitch to contact, as we always hear. Maybe they'll have more confidence that they don't have to strike out everybody because they got him behind them. I think he's going to help them a lot. You know as well as I do, he's reached a point in the career, he's going to come in and kick some butt. He's going to be a leader in that clubhouse right away.
Oh, it'll probably regenerate his enthusiasm.
Sure.
But I still, it doesn't seem like a good fit to me.
It gives him a good shot this year to get in the playoffs.
It doesn't seem like a good fit to me for Toronto, a team, again, desperate for pitching, both in the bullpen and the starting rotation. And Tulo, with his history of injuries, lower extremities, playing on artificial turf now, which, as you know, is really, really hard on the lower back and the legs. This one doesn't make sense to me for Toronto.
Jr. It's hard. It's hard. It's artificial turf. It's a big deal. He's 30 years old. He's not 47. He's not 59. He's not 69.
He's got that history. The guy's played more than 126 games only twice in the last 7 years.
How many? Let's take the last 3 seasons.
Okay.
Reyes or Tulowitzki?
Oh, no, I'm with you.
Who's played the most in the last 3 seasons of those 2 guys?
I'd have to look, but Tulo, 2 of the last 3 seasons, not counting this year, 2 of the last 3 seasons, he only played like 47 and 91 games. He missed the majority of one season and half of another.
Well, thank you. So in the last 3 years, Tulowitzki's played half a season one year, less than half a season the other year. He's played more than Reyes in the last 3 years.
Okay. But I'm not comparing it to Reyes.
Every shortstop is waiting to get hurt. I'm just saying, I'm not being bad.
No, I get it. But I'm saying exclusive of Reyes. I'm just talking about Tulo on artificial turf. That's not going to be easy for him. It's just not.
He plays on artificial turf. Okay, he plays on artificial turf.
There are very few
4 or 5
ballparks
places. Artificial turf is soft in places. I don't understand. We're not talking about artificial turf in the early days of Major League of NFL football. That is not going to. I've heard that 3 times this morning. I went, no.
It's really hard on you, Wood. It is.
He's playing indoors. Let's look at that. He's playing in air conditioning every day at home.
So you're saying he could catch a cold easily?
No, I'm saying that I'd like to play in something other than 90-degree temperature if I'm him.
Or a lot of rain, as they have this year.
And you just made your point. How many games will he play? Let's say, we could look it up. Teams have played, what, 100 games?
So far, 100, yeah.
So, of the rest of the games, he's going to play 25 on artificial turf. He's going to play 25.
I'm not talking about just this year.
He's going to play 25 in air conditioning where it's 70 degrees and it's going to be nice and there's no wind blowing.
By the way,
the wind's not blowing out. Toronto is a pretty easy ballpark to hit home runs out down the left field line.
But my
artificial turf gives you better bounces.
They
There's
don't
no
need
uneven
that.
hops.
They've got that in the middle of the lineup. I think the number is.
What don't you
They've outscored every other team in the major leagues by 72 runs this year. That's enormous. They need pitching.
So I say
Tulo
to
needs
repeat, I don't know
dirt
which part of this doesn't
and
happen,
grass.
is that he's a defensive player. He'll come in and go, hey, now you got a shortstop that's going to catch the ball everywhere. I don't get bad hops here because I'm playing on artificial turf.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
I'm thinking long term.
I'm playing air conditioning. I'm going to wear a long sleeve shirt every day. I am in a really great town, Toronto. I'm in a really great town. People love us. They want us to win. They're going to get behind us. It's not going to be that crappy media like in Denver that's down on us and everything like that. People leaving the ballpark.
Be surprised if they flip Tulo for pitching.
No, they're going to flip one of those other guys that you're talking about.
Could be.
That's who they're going to flip. He's got a no trade. They don't want to go through all that stuff. They're going to dump one of their other players and get a starting pitcher. They've got till Friday. You don't think, unlike these guys, that's not the end game. They're trying to get. Do you know what team in baseball has not been in the playoffs for the longest span?
Toronto. Since they won their World Series in 91 or 2?
I was there when they played Philadelphia.
Joe Carter?
They're close. They're close to getting that wild card. That wild card is tantalizing.
3 games up.
If you can just get into that one game thing.
Well, even the division.
3 games.
The division's still up for grabs.
Not really. The Yankees are up by 7 games. I don't think you're going to catch
We've got
them.
a long time to go here.
Yeah,
the Yankees are no great shakes.
But 3 games get you in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Tulo will make a 3-game difference there.
Could
Les.
be. Could.
He'll make
I'm not arguing that at all.
Even with this pitching
I'm
staff.
arguing about the merits of the trade for Toronto and for Tulo.
I just don't understand how anybody could sit here on this set, in this room, and talk about another team.
By anybody, do you mean me?
Talk about another team's pitching.
Tell everybody about
why would Tulo want to go to another team where they don't have very good pitching? Well, guess what? There are little league teams playing t-ball that have better pitching than this team does. Shanahan Steakhouse is Denver's best steakhouse, and I went to another steakhouse recently. I'll leave it that vague kind of steakhouse. And the truth is, Shanahan has better steaks. Shanahan has a great steak. I have never had a steak there that I want. Really, even if you go to really great steakhouses, it's not cooked exactly right or it's got some fat on it or something. I have never had, and I've had probably 10 steaks there since we started this program. And all of them have been perfect. Side dishes are great. You know, you've been there before, and we're not talking about Taco Bell where it's $4. My mom, I brought her 8 tacos before she died. She said, I don't want you spending all your money. I said, Mom, they were like $4. Even with the Rockies losing yesterday. So, you're going to spend a little bit more money, but you want quality in your life. You want to have the best for your spouse, your family, a person you never met, a blind date, whatever it is. You've had memorable. I can't imagine anybody writing us and saying, I hated Shanahan's, or I didn't like Shanahan's, or Shanahan's wasn't my best restaurant experience the last 10 months. Everything about it is well thought out. Everything about it's class. It's first class. It's a great dining experience. ShanahanSteakhouse.com. Make a reservation. You'll be happy.